it is that I can bring in a different perspective, an experience from a different industry may actually help. But as you say, really, like, we all have clients that we need to onboard.
I think it's one of those things like Dan, our friend, he's mentioned a few times that if people aren't willing to accept change, that change won't happen. So it's like, how do businesses get to a point where I know I need to accept change?
Yeah.
And that's one a few of the things where I've seen with you on LinkedIn posts is that they are talking about growth, which is that talk about accepting change. And then it gets the ball rolling then, well, okay, once I've done this and I've got that mindset of, okay, I need help, it's then becoming visible.
Yeah. I think the thing, I think we all initially want to think that we know best in our business and that we know, about every part of our business better than anyone else. But what, the reality is that, like, lots of elements of a business are independent of what that business is. Like, so
Could a lot of them
I
be like automated?
yes. So there's a like, obviously, there's a lot that can be automated now with systems and processes. But whereas like, initially people think, right, I'm in video, so the only people can help me are people that are experts in video. The reality is, it doesn't. I don't need to know about video. I can still help you because I know how to run the back end of a business. What your skill is the video, talking to your clients and talking to your potential clients, because the best person to speak about what you do is yourself. So you need time to do that, time to network and talk about what you do. But actually running the back end of the business, I don't need to know really the nitty gritty of how you do a video. And that's the thing. And that, so the skill that I've built up is independent of what my client really does.
And that's key because one of the things that you often hear people do and say is that, well, I do this, and because you don't do that, surely you wouldn't know. But fundamentally, and it's the same with video, and what I find with a lot of the clients is that a lot of the problems that clients are having are fundamentally the same when it comes to their work, or this, they might have training with staff issue or anything like that. So those problems from business to business don't change, and the niche is just the front end. It's
Yeah.
just your profession. So like mine is videography. You've got photographers. You've got people who do like welding and stuff like that. But that is just their tool skill set.
Yeah.
Running a business after that, you still got the cake, and that's just the frosting, the layering, or the icing on top. And I think that fundamentally people would go, well, Sean doesn't know anything about video, so why would I?
Yeah.
But you don't need to.
No.
And sometimes that provides clarity because you're
Yes.
removed from the fact of.
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes it is that I can bring in a different perspective, an experience from a different industry may actually help. But as you say, really, like, we all have clients that we need to onboard, so there's always going to be an element of that, whether it's a lot of clients that you do a one-off thing for, or whether you have long-term relationships with clients. Again, you can look at different things. So like, like in the fitness industry, people want long term, you know, ideally in a photography, in like photography, like commercial photography, you're looking for long term, but you may start off with one-off jobs. So the way that you've got, like, there's differences and there's similarities. How you deal with someone that, like, if you were a wedding photographer, you probably only, yes, you might then try and upsell them, like family portraits or, pregnancy or things like that. So you look at how you can keep a client, but it's, it's, you can come up with similar ideas in different industries.